Love is beautiful, but money can quietly destroy even the strongest relationship. And during this Valentine's week, when we are celebrating love, I want us to have an honest conversation about couples and money, but most people avoid it. Hey, my name is Jen Gitiche. I am a finance and investment trainer and strategy, and also the founder of Japesh Financial Solutions. And today we are having a real conversation about couples and money, one that affects a lot of marriages, a lot of relationships and families, and most people don't admit about it. This is not about blame. This is about understanding.
Hello, hi Jen.
Hi, welcome back.
Thank you so much. So to begin,
Yeah.
why do so many couples fight about money?
Wow. Direct to the point, yeah?
Yeah.
Because money is never about just money. So just people fight, yeah? Because money is about security. It represents control. It represents freedom, power, fear, expectations. Basically, a lot of things. Money represents all those things. So when couples fight, it's not never about just money. They often fight because someone needs their needs to be met, yeah, the unspoken fears, yeah, and the different money backgrounds, how we were raised also is a determinant of why most couples do fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does someone's background affect how they handle money in a relationship?
Wow. More than people realize. One partner may come from a scarce environment, yeah, where money was never taught, and the other one might come from a comfort where money was always available. So one will save very aggressively, this one that came from a scarcity background, but the other one that came from comfort may spend a lot freely. Neither is wrong, but without understanding, conflict will always arise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And should couples combine their money or keep it separate?
I get that questions a lot, yeah. But I'll say there is no universal right answer, because the real issue is not how much of money either you're combining or separating. It's all about how you structure money as a couple. It's whether you have talked about it clearly in terms of the structure. Then problems will arise definitely when one assumes everything needs to be shared and the other one assumes independence. And another scenario is when expectations are never discussed. Clarity matters more than the structure, whether we need to combine our money, whether we need to separate our money. First, sit down and get that structure right.
Okay. And what are some money habits that silently damage relationships?
I'll talk about three major habits, yeah.
Okay.
One, secret spending. If at all one partner is doing secretly spending, especially sometimes we go buy shoes and then we hide them in our boots. Hey, girl, I'm talking about us. If you do that, that one can be one habit that can destroy. The second one, avoiding money conversations. And often men don't like having these conversations. As ladies, we really push for the two of us to have those conversations. And finally, the third one, using money as a control or punishment. I think in one of these days, yeah, I've talked about financial abuse in my book, Wealth Her Way. If you haven't read it, grab that copy. And in depth, I've discussed about financial abuse because it starts with money control. Silence around money can create distance, but honest creates partnership.
Oh, okay.
Have you read Wealth Her Way?
I'm planning on reading it.
You should.
Okay. And why do money conversations become so emotional?
Wow. Because I always say money is emotional, but because money touches identity. What do I mean by this? For some people, spending feels like love. For some people, saving feels like safety. And for some people, control feels like protection. So when money is questioned, yeah, people feel like my personality, or rather me personally, I'm being attacked, even when that's not the intention.
Okay, so Jane, what should couples in this case do differently?
What should couples do differently? I'll give
Yeah.
a few nuggets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a relationship or even you're married already, is what you need to do. One, talk about money before it becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Two, share your money stories, not just numbers, how you grew up and how you saw money when you were growing up. Basically, if you have any money traumas, share those stories. When I talk about traumas, is I mean like, have you ever been scammed? Such
Uh,
stories, yeah.
uh-huh.
And three, define shared goals, not just shared expenses. Because when you are a couple, you need to share at least financial goals together so that you can see growth happenings. And four, agree on roles, not just assumptions. You shouldn't assume like at oh, the man is supposed to pay the school fees for the kids, or the
Mm-hmm.
man should pay rent, or the woman should buy groceries, or the woman should pay nanny.
Mm-hmm.
All those. Just don't assume. Just define what role someone is supposed to do in your relationship. And hey, every relationship is different from the other ones. So
True.
don't copy what your friends are doing.
Mm.
Form roles according to the two of you, because you're the ones who know how numbers are.
Okay.
And finally, review money regularly, calmly, and intentional. Money conversations should build connections and not conflicts. And as a couple, always go at least once in a month for a money date to talk about structure, goals, and way forward. Love is important, yeah, but love without alignment creates pressure. A healthy relationships needs emotional safety, financial clarity, and shared direction. Money doesn't ruin relationships, no. Avoiding money conversations does. If I can summarize all this that we have been talking about today, couples don't need perfect finances. Don't get me wrong, yeah? They
Mm-hmm.
need honest money conversations. I want to hear it from you in the comments. What's the hardest money conversation couples avoid? If you are watching this and you're with your partner or you're not with your partner, share it to them. Watch it together and start conversations gently. And if this topic matters to you, like the video, subscribe, and turn on that notifications button. We will be having honest money conversations together. Money conversations can strengthen or strain relationship. What question should I answer next about couples and money?